maybe show, but
okay.
It's
Rhonda, she had a question about the bridal webinar that you was hosting, and she wanted to know a little bit more in depth about it.
Oh, of course, yeah. So I'm really sorry because my network's really bad where I am, so it keeps going on and off. But so every week we do a different subject, you know. So this week it's fabrics. You know, last week was I mean the week before was kids wear, then men's wear, bridal wear. So every week we do a different subject, you know, connected to fashions and the fashion textile industry, bringing everyone together, you know. So if you go on the link, I'm going to put this link over here, you'll get to see all our upcoming events.
Yeah, I know, I've seen it. It's on fashionably.com, right?
Yeah, fashionablyin.com.
Yeah. I've got it in front of me, so I've seen it all.
You know, so you'll keep seeing all our different events, and you know, and if you would like to speak or you would like to get involved, please let us know. If you're looking to buy stuff, if you want to come.
Yeah, I think we are interested to speak, but this fashionably bridal one is on 25th, right? So do you think we could, is it too close to the date to, I don't know, organize for us to facilitate something like, I don't know, 5 minutes talk or something?
Not at all. See, all our events are very casual, and they're very
okay.
So there's no formalities. You know, if this is something that you'd like to do, we'd be more than happy to have you on board. And if you come as a buyer, we even give you a free concierge service. So where we help you connect with the right suppliers. It's completely free for buyers. You know?
Oh, okay. But yeah, I mean, sure. So if we didn't buy anything from the suppliers, then how much would we pay for facilitating?
Nothing.
We have to nothing. Nothing. Okay.
Nothing. It's so basically, I'll tell you how we work. We're a trade show. You know, all our events are always free, and we make money obviously when people buy our subscription. Obviously, suppliers, brands, people that want to grow their business. They buy our subscription, and we help them connect with new business opportunities all over the world, you know. So we get them business contacts, we get them buyers. Our network is very large. We're like all over the world, you know, and we've been doing this for many years. So a lot of we've got thousands of clients from all over who we work with. They pay a membership fee, and we help them grow their business, you know, you know, like get them new contacts, get them sales agents, get them buyers, keep giving them new inquiries. So they're on the ball, you know, they're constantly getting something to answer to, and then hopefully something works out, you know?
Yeah, I mean, this is a very good idea to make the connections between people, because sometimes the good quality fabrics are really hard to get.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
If we want to make an exclusive product and we don't have a good supplier
what product are you looking to make? Why don't you tell us more?
And now we are making the bespoke women's clothing.
Okay. So like, are you looking to buy fabrics? What are you looking to purchase?
At the moment, I just wanted to see what are the suppliers, what they have in offer. You know.
Gezien op niks. Eigenlijk start het pas binnen 50 minuten. Maar ik wil kijken wie dat er allemaal staat.
Hi, Royal Textile. How are you doing?
Sorry, I'm speaking. I was speaking inside here. Hello. Oh, sorry for that. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. You want to put your video on? Would you like to put your video on?
I can do that in 10 minutes. I just received an invitation, but I don't want to disturb the actual conversation. So sorry for that.
No, not at all. It's a pleasure to have you. Tell us more about your company. Where are you based?
Okay, very good. We are a Belgian brand.
Okay.
And we have a small factory in Bulgaria,
wow.
and we produce a lot in the Far East. And so we are. I just received your email, and I'm checking to see something. So if I understand well, you're a platform that are connecting people in the fashion business, suppliers from fabrics, factories, brands, agents, whatever.
Just bring. So we're actually a trade show. We do a show in.
My name is Tristan.
We actually do a show in London, and I mean, sadly, we haven't been able to do our show since last February. So right now we're just making the most of virtual, you know.
Okay, what is the name of the show?
The show is Fashionablyin. The same name.
It's the same. Okay, very good. Okay, very good. And where are you're based in London?
So we're based in London in I don't know, are you Notting Hill side? So that's where our office is. And
yes.
Beautiful.
Okay.
And I mean we've been doing the show for many years, and it's just it was becoming better and better and better, and then suddenly COVID hit. So now we have to just make use of virtual, but we're still connecting people. So, and for buyers, we give them a free service. For suppliers, we have a membership program where we work with you, we find buyers and we find agents, and we get you connected and get you more business opportunities, you know?
Okay.
But all our events are always
if I understand
free.
well.
Sorry, yeah, tell me.
Okay, and if I understand well, in 8 minutes there is like a presentation starting, or
yeah, of course, yeah, exactly. We're just getting ready for the people to come in, and we're going to be starting at 4 o'clock, exactly 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock UK time. So for us in Brussels, it's 5 o'clock. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. And so we will see now fabric suppliers. Yes. That makes a presentation.
Yeah, you're going to see different types of. See, all our webinars. Sorry, I didn't get your name again, sir.
Tristan.
Okay, Chris. So all our webinars are very casual and very informal. You know, there's no formalities. Where we've got and it's always, and they're free, and they're just very casual. So we're going to have people just talk about their companies. We're going to ask the audience. We're going to just it's going to be very informal, you know, and hopefully something positive will come out of this.
Okay, nice. Great, nice initiative. So I hope all the best for you.
Yeah, and so like, for example, we got Onika here in America. Onika is a sales agent. She's been working with us for many years. You know, so she's someone who's interesting for you guys to connect with, because she could work with many of you in expanding your business in America, because that's one of the biggest markets that people want to get into, you know. So we've got very interesting people here, and everyone's going to talk about what they do, and then we're just going to try and see how we can make some business happen and some connections happen.
Okay. And of course, we know your added value. You're connecting all these people. And of course, you don't do this for free. So
we do this free. So let me explain.
So
this webinar is fully free. Hopefully, what we do is because we keep doing this webinar, we get more and more contacts, and more people buy our membership. You know, that's how so at the end of the goal, we want people to buy our membership. But if they don't buy it, it's fine, because it's helping promote our company anyway. You know.
Okay, I understand. Okay, good. Okay, let's see. Perfect. How many people you expect today?
I mean, let's hope for the best. We got 6 right now, and then we got another 6 minutes. So let's see. We should have about 20 people, I assume. You know, we've got a lot of good confirmations.
Okay.
So I just want to see this person, Sri Paschiyama. How are you doing, sir? Are you there? Just trying to see Sri Paschimaya. Okay, no response, no problem. So why don't you just tell us more about what you do in the meanwhile?
Me?
Please, yeah, go ahead.
Okay, you need people have speaking. So what are we doing? We develop our own how you call it, fashion brands called Dreamcatcher. It's more in the high segment. It's women's wear. We have a nice distribution in Europe, Benelux markets, Germany, Austria, Switzerland, a little bit in France, and we sell worldwide when we do the fashion shows. You know, we have customers in Chicago, in Los Angeles, in Canada, all over the world, but a little bit. One of the customers we have in Chicago, maybe it's like a reference. I don't know if you know Ikram.
Anika, do you know that company?
What's the name of it?
It's Ikram in Chicago.
I'm gonna have to look it up. I never heard of it because the people that I deal with isn't like in New York and Los Angeles. Do you have any clients there?
I don't know exactly the names. We have some customers in New York, yes.
Okay.
Los Angeles, I don't know exactly who we have there.
What about Los Angeles, Atlanta? Because we can help you with that. We can help you get more client base in America.
Okay. And what are you doing exactly? You have like an agency, or what do you do?
I'm an independent contractor with Fashionablyin.
Okay, very good. Do you have an idea when the new shows will start again in New York? Let's say
in September. September, because I'm a designer as well. They reached out to me, and they're gonna start back up in September. So basically, everybody's been doing Fashion Week remotely. You know, like sending their collection. If you can't attend, you can send the collection to the Fashion Weeks, and they'll showcase it. And in September, Fashionablyin is going to be doing a fashion week as well. So if you want to, get a membership and join ours as well, that'll be great too, because I can showcase your collections in America as well.
Okay, nice. Can be interesting. Okay. Which kind of connections do you already represent?
Oh, I have my own brand. So I have like shoes, I have clothes, I have jewelry, we do nails, we do tattoos, body piercings, me and my 2 daughters, and basically like yeah.
Nice.
Yes. So every day on a daily basis, I'm always getting stopped. So I think by what Ranjat doing this platform, this is a great experience for me as well, with him, partnering up with him and collaborating and meeting, everybody, different people in the industry. This is a great experience, and I think this will be good for all of y'all brands that's participating today. Okay, nice. Question: where are you? You're in a car? Are you? Yeah. Yeah. In which city? Which city are you now? I live in Louisiana. Ah, beautiful, fantastic. Yes. Okay. Yep. Okay. What time is it there now? It's noon. It's 10:59 a.m. 10:59. Okay. Great. All right, fantastic. So I think now it's 4 p.m. in London, so it should start now. And basically, you always a heads up. You always want to watch on Google and like look around, to keep up with the latest trends. And I noticed with my brand as well. You always have to keep up, and your vision always have to be, more than extraordinary. You always want to go over the top in fashion. That's what people like in America. They like, different. Everybody want to be different. They don't want to look the same. You always got to go extravagant with everything that you do. Yeah, indeed. I understand. Okay. Yeah.
Hi, everyone. Welcome. It's 4 o'clock. Thank you all for being here. So today's webinar is about fabrics. Okay. It's all about the fabric industry, all kinds of fabrics. And I'm just glad to see that we have so many people here from so many different parts of the world. So before I just start getting on to what we're doing, I just want to try Dipen. Is that Dipen over here? Om Textile. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm fine. How are you?
Good, good. So where are you based? Where are you based, sir?
I am from India, Surat city.
Okay. And what exactly do you do?
We are a weaver. We are working in pure viscose filament-based fabrics. Our fabrics are used for the woman apparel.
Okay, very nice, very nice. And just getting to who else is here. Would anyone else? So one minute, Salon Modi, would you like to introduce yourself again, please?
Sure. Hi everyone. My name is Kasia, and I'm the representative of the Marco Fashion company. It's a small company from Poland. We are specializing in women's bespoke tailoring.
To today's program.
That's it. Thanks.
Okay, is anyone else would like to come and introduce their company before we start?
Hi, this is Dinesh. Hi, this is Dinesh.
Yes.
And I am from Coimbatore.
Okay, nice.
With a retail background. I am dealing basically with the kids brand.
Okay, okay,
and
great.
Come with the
Okay, and Kisharj Uniform, would you like to introduce yourself also, please? Go ahead.
Yes, hi. I'm happy you invited for this meeting. And
Okay.
can you, am I audible to you?
Yeah, completely audible, yes.
Okay. We are a manufacturer. Actually, we focus on uniforms. Actually, our unit is in south part of India.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead, please.
Okay. So what else you want to know? Just, this is the first kind of.
Okay, so today's, okay, I'm just going to go to Atlantic Mills over here. How are you doing, sir? Can you hear us? I don't think he's there. Okay, so I'm just going to start getting on with the program. Basically, today's discussion is about the fabric industry. We're trying to get as many people over here for business discussions about the trends, all the different kinds of things that are connected with fabric manufacturing, from yarns to filaments, and then obviously machinery, and then ready product, you know. So a lot of what we do at Fashionablyin, we're a trade show platform. We've been around for several years now, organizing shows in London. Okay, and just one second, he needs permission for recording. Yes. Okay. Yeah. So we've been organizing the show in London for many years now, and we're crossing fingers that in September we'll be able to do our show again. So till then, we're trying to do everything virtually and try and connect people, virtually, trying to get them more business contacts. We have a membership program that we offer. Same way how you come to a trade show, you need to meet sales agents, you need to meet buyers, and obviously if you're a brand, you want to meet press. So the same way we're trying to connect you and get you those contacts on a virtual level, trying to get you those kind of contacts and trying to get you those business opportunities, So without getting into the thing, I'm just going to start asking some of your questions, and then we can take it from there, and then we can try and understand each one of your businesses, and then obviously how we can work together, because I think it's very important to understand from each one of us what your specialities are, and what do you call it, and what is the focus? So just so everyone knows my background, I've been in the fashion business pretty much all my life. My family were garment exporters in India, so I pretty much my whole life have seen packaging boxes throughout my whole childhood and making shipments happen. So I'm very familiar with the business. It's in my blood, and I mean, it's great to, and it's what I'm under, and I'm just saying every day is a learning experience moving forward. So I'm just going to get to just so we can just get to everyone. I'm going to get to Royal Textile again. How are you doing? Are you there, Royal Textile? Just going to ask you to unmute. Royal Textile, are you there?
You hear me?
Yes. Can you?
Hello.
Yes. Hi. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you.
Okay, so great. So I mean, I mean, it's great to see that you're connected right now with so many suppliers. I can see so many suppliers over here. Why don't you tell us more about your business and what are you looking? I mean, tell us more about your business first, so then we can just understand how we can make connections.
Okay, so we have two fashion brands. We have one fashion brand called Dreamcatcher that is distributed worldwide. We are still a very small company, but we are hitting quite high fashion stores. Okay, we are looking today for new customers worldwide, and this is one of the things we need. And of course, we are always sourcing also new channels for product development. So we are looking for factories, we are looking for mills, you know. So we are open-minded and connecting with the world now. So this is Dreamcatcher, and then we have another brand. It's a cashmere brand called Junes. We produce a lot, let's say like 95% of this cashmere today in China. The brand is also distributed again worldwide, but very small. You know, we maybe have 200, 250 customers, not more. This is what we have today.
So just to understand something, since COVID has hit, have you felt what is the difference that you have seen in your business in the last 1 year after the pandemic?
Yeah, it was a big shock, of course. The first days, first we saw all our factories closing in China. They couldn't deliver our goods anymore, and then beginning of January, February, we started seeing closing all the stores in Europe and all the stores in the US. All our customers also closing. So it was a nightmare. Of course, we are businessmen, so we always need to find a solution for everything and to find a good solution. So luckily, we started before the pandemic our B2B web shop online. So this helped us a lot to still sell worldwide with Zoom meetings like you do now, you know. But then we are selling products. And we have customers in Canada, we have customers in Chicago, we have customers everywhere. So we are selling them via Zoom meetings, and we have the local stores here. So at the end, we didn't lose business. We are happy to say this, maybe also because we are a small company. So a small company, it's more easy to navigate and to change and to go left and to go right. You know, if you have a very big machine to change, it's more difficult. You know, so this is how we did it in the pandemic till now.
And like, just for understanding, when you sell, which are your major markets? First, I mean, I don't think everyone knows where you're based. Why don't you tell everyone first where you're based and where are the markets that you're selling to? Which are the markets, and which are the markets that you would want to grow your business in?
Okay, so we are today based in Brussels. So Brussels, it's in Belgium. We are quite central. We are between Holland, Germany, France, and the UK. So these are our neighbors. We are quite okay in these markets.
We have very beautiful stores in the US market today. We have really opinion leader stores, you know. We have flagship stores that are buying our brand. We are together with our brand Dreamcatcher. We are together with brands as Yves Saint Laurent in the store, you know. So it's really, really nice. We are really lucky that these kind of stores are buying from us. And I think now we are ready in the US to go for the next step. You know, so we want to open a little bit more. I think this is today our priority.
Okay. Now, when it comes to fabrics, what kind of fabrics are you sourcing? So some of the suppliers could understand and could even let me just go ahead. Everyone, please leave your contact details in the chat box. Feel free to chat and connect with each other. And obviously, moving forward, we'll look at ways of how we can connect. But just tell us more about what are the fabrics that you're sourcing and what are you looking to source?
Okay, so we take the easy way. Sorry for that. But we make our styles, and we know exactly what we want to make. We know the fabrics we are using, and then we give everything to a factory, and then we give the headache of the complete development of this product to them. So they need to deliver us a finished product. Okay, the finished product today is for 50% silk, and then we have a lot of viscose. We have printed viscose, we have printed silk, etc., etc. These are the products. We have a lot of how you say this in English? Kleedjes. Hoe zeg je dat in het Engels? Dresses. We have dresses. We have tops. We have this kind of products today.
Okay, so great. Now I'm just going to get to some of the suppliers over here. Let's see, Dipen. Hi again, Dipen. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay, great. So why don't you tell us more about your textile company, where you're based, what do you manufacture, and what are the minimum quantities, pricing, and which are the markets that you sell to?
Yeah, if I am talking about me, myself, Dipen Taylor, we are we are manufacturers. We are the weaver. We purchase the yarn and making a gray or dyeable fabrics. Our main fabric base is viscose, and majorly we are using viscose filament yarn. Our the yarn we are using are natural origin. Our yarn is almost made up from the wood pulp. So there are many benefits of these fabrics, whatever you wear from the viscose filament yarn. They are biodegradable, skin friendly. It absorbs the water. Water absorption capacity is very high in viscose. So the sweating problem and all other are already decreasing. Our fabrics are used for the basically woman apparel, for the dupattas, for the saris, for the dress material, for the gowns, for the suits, for the salwar kameez. All type of fabrics are made by the viscose fabrics. We are making in different kind of different GSMs according to the requirement. We make in different weights. We almost sell the fabrics in dyeable basis. And if someone requires in dyed or digital printed or any embroidery or any extra work, we have many contacts who are already working on that. So I can provide you all the fabrics, whatever you require. My basically work is to make you to provide you a finished fabric. Our main market is if I talk about India, our main market is North India, like Delhi, Punjab. Even viscose is now trending item, and we are now exporting Sri Lanka, in Bangladesh, as well as it also exports in Arab countries. Even we are making heavy GSM fabrics like natural crepe or any fabric having GSM of 20 or 14, 12 or 14. Even it exports in European markets too.
Okay, that's
so
great.
Our fabrics is basically non-synthetic fabrics. You can say it is a natural origin or eco-friendly fabric. Organic fabric.
So you're saying your product is completely organic?
Yes.
And now, like, what is the, so people would understand, just so people can understand smaller brands, what is the minimum quantity that they would have to order to do an order with you? And how, and what is the process? How does the development process work? Do they send you, how does the sampling and development process work? Please tell us that.
See, if I talk about me, as I am a weaver, our capacity, monthly capacity of production is 5 lakh meter as of now. So if
So
any
5 lakh would work to 500,000 meters.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
suppose if a designer comes to me and if she wants 100 meter, 200 meter, it is a very less requirement for me. And our MOQ is at least minimum one lot, or you can say 13 to 1400 meter. It is our MOQ because we are working with a traders or the garmenters who are purchasing in a bulk quantity. Because if we try to sell in minimum quantity, suppose like 100 meter, 200 meter, just imagine how much the customer we require to fulfill our or to sell our fabrics. So we work with our traders or the big exporter house or our garmenters who requires a huge quantity. Suppose we can work also with the big companies like H&M, Zara, Marks and Spencers. They are already purchasing viscose based or too many kind of fabrics. So this is our MOQ is 13 to 1400 minimum.
Okay, just gonna get back to you, Dipen. I'm just gonna talk to some of the other audience here. First of all, does anyone have any questions? Please feel free to either raise your hand or just speak up. You know, don't be shy. I mean, the whole idea of our webinar is to have healthy business discussions. Okay, so I'm just gonna ask Backdrop Sauce, how are you doing?
Hi, I'm doing good. Thank you. How are you doing?
Good. So why don't you tell us more about what are you doing and where are you based?
Okay, we are based in UK, and we sell all photography backdrops like step and repeat, muslin, seamless paper, ring lights, and all the studio items.
Okay, so
we do have, yeah.
Okay, so backdrops, right? Interesting. Yeah. Okay, great. And how's that business? How's it been? I mean, with Zoom and all, and everyone moving to Zoom, I would only imagine your business growing immensely in the last year.
Exactly. This corona lockdown has helped us a lot in a business. Though we had difficulty in shipment, the product was selling in a good numbers, because everyone started working from home, be it teachers or professionals. They just started working from home, and they require a backdrop to look very professional. So it was helping us a lot to sell a product.
Okay, so why don't you leave your contact details on the chat box and put all your
I would love
so if anybody wants to contact you or get your information, just remember this event is recorded, so a lot of people will be, if they don't see it now, they probably will see it in another date, but a lot of people will get a chance to be seeing this webinar. Okay, so I'm gonna I'm gonna move to some of our other audience. Universal Dyeing, are you here? I see you here. Universal Dyeing, can you hear me? Okay, no answer. Yamini, would you like to say something, Yamini?
Oh yeah. Hi to everybody.
Yeah.
We're basically into retailing. I used to be manufacturing my own designer salwars way back in the 90s. But when I saw the market not doing so well, I shifted to brand selling and chose kids brand. Kids brands are basically made out of cotton in India.
Organic cotton?
Children can, organic cotton, yeah. So that sells very well over here because of various from across south to north. And anybody who's interested in entering right now, the market is very, very sound because the students who were not going out due to Corona will in another month or two, or probably the starting of new session from April or May, they will start coming out to schools. And when they start coming out, there will be a huge surge because they have not bought new clothes for past 10 months. So there'll be a huge surge in children's clothing market. So I see a very good.
So I have a question for you, sir. You know,
of smaller brands.
I have a question. So when you mention organic, right? How is it like, is it like certified organic? Because a lot of people today, they say their fabric is organic, their things are organic, but then is it really organic when we look into it? How do we know? Because when we actually look into it in a way, I don't think that it is. So what is your take on that? You know, how would you answer that question, sir?
Well, I take it as basically in three different categories. One is 100% cotton, one is linen, and one is organic. When you say organic, there has to be no lycra on it, no viscose on it, and it has to be purely, a product which is recyclable and it's in its purest form. So yes, you're right. When people say organic, they have to certify whether it is recyclable, made from products like, agricultural produce or things like that.
Okay, I'm just gonna go to some of the other audience that we have here, and then I'm gonna come back to you. So I see Kurk Derry. Would you like to say something? Kurk Derry. Did I say that right? Yes. How are you doing, sir? Hi, Kurk Derry. ASR and Kurk Derry. Is that right?
Hi.
Hi. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Great. So where are you based, sir?
Hello.
Yes, we can hear you. I think we lost him. So I'm going to ask, Yamini, I'm going to get back to you. In the meantime, Madhu Sanan, are you there?
Yeah, I'm there.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you? How's everything?
Good. Are you still in Canada? Or are you back in India?
No, I'm in Canada yet. Still, I'll be coming next.
Okay, great. So today I know Miss Madhu, I know that you have extensive knowledge in the fashion and textile industry, being an agent for so many years. So today's talk is about the fabrics, and all kinds of things that are happening. What could you? Can you talk and tell us something that you have experienced, or some kind of knowledge that you can share about fabrics or sourcing or anything that people would like to know about?
Yeah, you rightly pointed out just now that people keep saying organic, not understanding the basics behind calling something organic. It's not necessary that it's just been made by organic materials, but it is how it's made. What are the systems used to make that product? What are the chemicals you used, if you've used any chemicals? Whether you are using sustainable methods to produce that material, till then you cannot call it organic, because there are too many organics running around in the market. But the other thing, what I feel big constraints, which one of the gentlemen, I forget his name, who's doing the fabrics, he's pointed out, the problem is that everybody is definitely looking for organic, sustainable, eco-friendly materials. But the basic issue which is coming up in practical terms is most of them are not able to run the numbers. I understand it's a pandemic situation. Nobody can, we are not sure what's going to sell, how much it's going to sell, etc., etc. You have to look at the economics of the product also. We initially, before this became too strong, we had been looking at products, normal products bought in from proper, well equipped and well audited factories and mills to make the material and supply it. That time it did work on, you could do on certain numbers. But in various products, leave alone just textiles, there is a big constraint on the quantities, which I don't blame the buyers for it. It's the two-way situation. It's a very, dicey situation in the senses. You want sustainable products, you want eco-friendly products, you want organic products, but there is an inherent demand for a certain quantity to produce it. Because if I, as a fashion house, I want to develop something new, I just cannot hit the numbers, and I just cannot share my developments with another fashion house or for other people's. So there is a lot of constraints being faced by both the sides, the buyers and the manufacturers. Now, if I would have, I'll say, okay, you make me, like the gentleman said, 500,000 meters for a product to be made. Otherwise, he'll have to, because he's selling more through traders. Now, if I am a fashion house, you are a fashion house, we cannot afford to have our same developments, which we put so much of R&D into, to be going to 10 different people. So these are real concerns which we all have to address and find a way out of it. How do we cater to the buyers, looking after the interests? Because if they will overbuy, they cannot sell, then they are not sustainable themselves. They also have to be economically, financially stable for themselves. So there has to be, both the sides have to come to a solution, a compromise where we can go back to certain quantities so that we can test the market and we can do it. But if today the major groups do not want non-sustainable materials, so we got to find a balance on coming up to us to this situation, because this is very, very important for us to be successful in this market. In everywhere, I would say for the whole world, because I am facing also these issues. I do understand the buyer's concern. I do understand the factory's concerns. And you got to strike a balance. Sometimes you can hit it, sometimes you cannot hit it. Now, a demand of 500,000 meters, which I am sure he does need that volume. He does need that meterage to come up with the right product. So I don't know how we find out a solution, but all the heads have to be put together to find a solution wherein we can provide the sustainable, eco-friendly products. Plus, there should be a certain compromise level also, because it's not like, what I would say is, yes, the demand is there. People are aware of sustainable materials, etc. But then the quantity, because most of us cannot meet the quantity. So we got to find a balance and say, yes, it's until this sustainable, eco-friendly becomes the norm, again, until it becomes like the regular, we cannot hit the volumes, no way. Or either you start play only on the cuts and the plain fabrics and the embellishments or embroideries, so you can come up with something which is totally your creation, because that's where we survive. All fashion people survive on their creativeness.
So, Mr. Dipen, can you say something to this? Because there's obviously a demand for smaller quantities, like Miss Madhu pointed out, and obviously that we know. So how is there a way that you could tackle this? Obviously, I know that you're going through the trader route, but like as a big manufacturing unit.
If I talk about me, we have just exhibit our company in Bangalore, in South India. We have seen that our fabric is very demanded in Bangalore area, and that is why we are going to give smaller quantities there, because we would like to promote our fabrics or our ethnic fabrics there. To promote our fabrics, we are also going to sell a small quantities fabric there, because anybody designer who comes there, They actually South India is the market like cotton or staple based yarn based fabrics are almost done, like cotton, viscose staple. These are most trending items in South India. But if we talk about viscose, filament based fabrics are not most of used. But as you start a TV or if you watch any movies, you can see that in any ethnic wear, almost viscose based fabrics are used. And that is why the exporter house or any designers who comes to our stall sees that this is a very nice fabrics. Can you please provide me? And I researched that there are too much, there are too many. Actually, there are no traders who are working in this kind of fabrics. So we have planned to promote our fabrics there, and we will provide a small quantity too. Because actually, if we talk about India, there are only 4% market. There are only 1% users who are wearing a viscose filament based fabrics. This is a very, very, very
Sorry to interrupt you. When you say viscose based filament fabric, can you specify? I don't think everyone understands. What do you mean by viscose based filament fabric? When you keep saying filament, can you explain what it means more so anyone can understand, please?
Actually, see, there are two kind of yarn. One is a filament, and second one is a staple. I think some of them you may know what is difference between that. This is the kind of yarn. Suppose there is a cotton, okay. So you can say that there are the uh, pulp or fibers. So there are too many small fibers in spinning unit. It becomes joint. It a very small quantities it joints and make the yarn. So like staple, it is joint. While in filament yarn, suppose there are two
ends.
Yeah, actually, in filament yarn, there is a one continuous yarn. There is no breakage in that, and 20 yarn, uh, 20 to 30 to 40 filaments are bind with each other like a rope, and it becomes a filament. In staple, we speak in count. Suppose it's 30 count, 40 count, 60 count, 80 count, like that. In filament we don't speak count, we speak in denier, that 30-24, 40-24, 50-30, 75-30. Count and a denier are uh, reversible. There is a formula between that. So actually, depending upon this basic fundamental filament yarn and staple yarn, the quality makes different. Suppose you may know the quality chiffon, or you may know the most common fabric is georgette. Maybe everyone have seen that. That is filament based fabrics. And if you see a khadi or a cotton, that is staple wear. If you see by an eyeglass or anything else, by zooming, you can see that the yarn is very different. This is the main difference. And we are working in viscose. In viscose, there are two types of yarn also, a filament and a staple. We are working in filament. In India, these filament-based fabric manufacturers are almost in Surat. Even Surat is a very big textile hub where 96% fabrics are made up from the polyester and nylon, and 4%. Yeah, and 4% production is of viscose filament based fabrics. If I talk about India, in India, 1% use end users of viscose filament based fabrics. So we have 99 times growth chances, and that is why we are going to provide them a small quantity too, because we have to promote our fabrics that people are not aware about that.
Dipen, can I say something?
Yeah, sure, Madhusudhan.
Yeah, okay. The point is what I'm trying to, like, I understand your fabrics. Maybe I'm wrong, correct me if I'm wrong, that you are talking about fabrics which are used more for the Indian industry, right? For export, like ethnic garments, ethnic fabric is not what is always in demand. It can be demand in bits and pieces or in some patches. Sometimes you have ethnic getting too much, but by and large, I'm referring to export fashion houses where they are designer fashion houses. Okay, they may not, I'm not talking about the ones who would want very, very small quantities, the medium ones who would buy like 1,000 pieces, 1,500 pieces minimum for per style, per color. So I'm talking about those groups. For them to be having a smaller volume of metrage of fabric, which is sustainable, organic, is a bit of a challenge, which is what I meant. From what I understand from yours is you have more of filament, which is like a bit of polyester in it. So it is more polyester based, and you kept saying about ethnic. So that means it is more attuned to the ethnic market, Indian ethnic market, which you would obviously also have an exposure out in various countries like London, like UK, wherever, America, Canada, where you have more of Indian population. But what I'm referring to here is for the fashion houses, international fashion houses.
Yeah, actually, Madhusanan, when I give an introduction, actually, I think you was not able here. I am a viewer. Yeah, I am a viewer. We are making a gray or RFD based fabrics. We don't have a dye house or any garment house. We are a fabric manufacturer, and I don't have a line to make it in garment. We are in this industry since last 7 to 8 years. We are not so long, but nowadays we are making 10 types of to 20 types of varieties in gray to RFD fabrics. And as my production capacity as of now is 5 lakh meter per month, if I provide everyone a small quantity, we are not able to handle all the small clients. That is what I am asking. Actually, we all are run through a chain, because textile is a very big industries, and there are too many departments are there. For example, if we talk about viscose, there is a one forest, a big land is already provided, and wood are cutted there, and that after a yarn industry who make a yarn by the chemical process. Okay, then after we come a weaver, we make a fabric from the yarn, then after a bleach house, then after any embroidery or dyeing or printing house, then after garmenters. So there are brokers or agent or traders who connect us to the garment companies. Garment companies or traders buys up RFD fabrics from us, and they make any kind of design, embroidery work on any kind of work on our fabrics. So this is the chain. We cannot do everything.
No,
this is
exactly.
what I mean.
You are absolutely right. I don't dispute that when you are a mill, you cannot do small quantity. I'm just saying when you are doing, if you are doing normal, then your metrage is lesser. But when you are doing sustainable organic fabrics, then your metrage becomes higher, because there is more overheads, there are more materials involved, there is more hard work, there's more time. That's all I meant. I didn't mean that you would do everything. And what you are doing, you're specializing in different types of products, which is fair enough. And you have to be an expert into what you are doing.
Okay, great. I just want to get to some of the other audience. Would anyone else would like to add their inputs? Or I just want to speak to some Serban Textile. Are you here? Serban Textile? Okay. No response. No problem. Now, Bharat, would you like to say something? You have to unmute.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, please. Tell us more about where you're based and what exactly. So I'm assuming you're a silk manufacturer?
Yes, yes. We're based in Surat, Gujarat.
Okay.
And we specialize in silk, but we also do viscose and Bemberg fabrics. Our main manufacturing is for silk. And viscose we started a few years ago, and Bemberg and silk we've been making for about 20-25 years. And we are my great grandfather started this business in 1947, and we did embroidery work first, and then we got into silk manufacturing. And we are probably one of the largest manufacturers of silk in India. And we've already provided our fabrics through exporters to big international brands such as Zara, Miss 60, Victoria's Secret, and whatnot. So yeah, I joined in to get more information on what the market is, and where it is going. And we are also trying to explore other possibilities for exports in the international market. So yeah, that's about it.
Before I ask you a few questions, I do want to. Does anyone else would anyone else like to ask any questions, or Miss Madhu, would you like to put your inputs in, or anyone else would like to say something?
Yeah, I would like. He seems to have a good product line, and but I just want to know that are you also into the sustainable, eco-friendly materials, fabrics, or just what the normal regular supplies which you are making?
We only make fabrics out of natural fibers. I do not know what you mean exactly by sustainable, economical, fabrics.
Eco-friendly.
Yeah, eco-friendly products. We most of our manufacturing is based on natural yarn. That is, viscose. It's from wood pulp mostly. Bemberg also is from wood pulp, and silk, as you know, it's from silk cocoons.
Yeah, exactly. You're doing pure silk?
Yeah, we do 100% pure silk.
Say what I could, because I have vaguely heard of your company, so that's why I asked you. No, because see, what you're supplying to Zara and all that will be very commercial, and I'm sure that will be very good quality what you're supplying, and that could be a good good thing, because that we know that is already happening. I was just referring to certain customers, fashion brands, who want to put sustainable label onto their garments as a selling USP. They want to put a tag which says eco-friendly, sustainable fabrics use, this and that. So even your manufacturing processes have to be cleared. Most of the companies are even looking for GRS. So what is regular, we know India is very good at. We can get a lot of regulars. For summer, we are excellent. Indian fabrics are excellent for summer export, summer production, and there's been never much of an issue on it. But now, because the stress has become, I was just trying to tap into people who are into eco-friendly, sustainable, because that market is also growing. Because I do have customers who want to put in sustainable, eco-friendly labels onto the thing also. Obviously, they are a bit expensive, but that's what the demand is brewing up, and I have a feeling it may grow.
Understood. What do you mean exactly by sustainable, eco-friendly? Is it something in the manufacturing process?
It's also in the manufacturing. Yes, it's also in the manufacturing process. You are supposed to use chemicals, least amount of chemicals. You have used the natural products to weave in the fabric, and in depth they want to. And then while you are processing it, are you doing? Are you actually using the eco-friendly methods? Are the materials which you are putting in, are the dyes you are using like that? So there are a lot of demands which are coming up with the thing. And I have a customer who wants, even for footwear, he wanted GRS, we got him. So now there's a GRS certification besides the other audits that the customer requires. So in that is more on eco-friendly and sustainable systems and products, including the materials you're using. So it goes down to the end of the supply chain.
Right. Understood.
Okay, I just want to get to Roy. I just want to get to some of our Royal Textile. Are you here? Are you still there? Dreamcatcher, are you still there? So I'm just going to ask you to unmute. Are you still there? I just want to know your inputs on the sustainability angle in the European market. Okay, so Salon Modi, are you still with us?
Yes, I don't know if you can hear me now. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Thank you.
Okay, yeah. I'm here.
Okay, great. One second. Kishore, we'll get back to you in a minute. So why don't you tell us more, Salon, why don't you tell us more about your company? And I know you're very interested in the sustainability angle and circle loop, clear loop, circle loop fashion, which is, so why don't you tell us more about what are you looking to find, and how important is sustainable fashion today? Sustainable fabrics. Are you there?
I think she must be on mute.
Salon, are you there?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So the question is to you is we want to know how important is sustainability in your market, sustainable fashion, eco-friendly fashion in your market?
Well, I think it is important because people, pay attention more and more to what they wear in terms of the quality, and then how how often you have to recycle it later on, because the thing is that the problem with buying the clothes is that people have the tendency to buy a lot every season, but they don't think about what's gonna happen when they stop to wear it. I mean, I know it's obvious what I'm talking about, but I think that people are more aware of these things, that what do you do with the huge wardrobe that you don't wear. So now the awareness is is big, and it goes to eco-friendly thinking. So for example, we as the designer, bespoke clothing for women, a lot of them, they are looking for the textiles that are actually good quality and also eco-friendly, sustainable, and all of that. And from our approach, the sale is completely different if you talk about it to the clients, because they don't mind to spend more and have 3 things in their wardrobe that will be eco-friendly than have 100 dresses that are made from nylon or things like that. So I think that this is good way to go.
So why don't you just tell us more about your company and what are you looking to source? Then we're going to get to some of the other people. Please go ahead.
Yes. So we want to make the exclusive collection that is for the females who are working in the high positions.
And tell us where you're based also.
We are based in Poland, but we are selling a lot of designs abroad, just because there is a lot of Polish people around the world who want to wear something that would highlight their individuality and their role in the society and things like that. So this kind of thinking is one of the ideology of the company I work for, and more often people are asking about the quality of the textile what the fiber is used. Are there chemicals in there and things like that? So yeah, so this is and if it comes to all of the companies that are selling the textiles fabrics in Poland, most of them is, I mean, the quality is not great. So I don't know if any of the people who from the speakers who are talking now, I don't know how much they know about the Polish market, but I think we are at the moment we are, we're going through the market change, where people start to think about the quality rather than the quantity. And I think it is a good moment to look for some suppliers in the Polish market as well. Yeah, this is how I see it.
Okay, would anyone else like to add their inputs? Anyone else would like to say something? Kishkar Uniform, I believe you wanted to say something, please.
Yes, I just want to ask you, Deepan, you ask a question to Deepan. Deepan, you were emphasizing on viscose manufacturing. Are you like manufacturing this polyviscose, polyviscose suiting or shirting? I just want to ask. Your sound is mute. Actually, you're mute.
Actually, we don't blend any kind of yarn in viscose. We are still working in 100% viscose. Till now, we didn't blend anything. But if you require any kind of fabric that we required any blend, we can make, as we are the weaver. I can provide you anything, whatever you require. But till now, we don't blend anything till yet.
Okay. Thank you.
Because viscose is a original wood pulp fabric, and the process of dyeing and printing is very different. Suppose we talk about a printing, a digital printing machine is also different. Our viscose is printed on the cotton-based machine, and while in nylon and polyester, we have sublimation paper on which we print, and then after it pressed on the fabric. So the bleaching process and everything is far away from the polyester and nylon. So we need to take care about it, and then after we have to make it.
Okay, my next question is, actually I am into uniform. So mostly I'm sourcing polyviscose and polycotton. And do you think I can incorporate this pure viscose to the uniform industry, like fabric to the uniform industry? What is your suggestion about that?
I'm not getting what you said.
So actually, mostly we are sourcing from the product we are sourcing from Surat are polyviscoses. That is suiting. Okay. And you are talking about the pure viscoses. Do you think I can incorporate pure viscoses to the uniform industry, like fabric to the uniform products? So what's your suggestion?
Actually, we have some qualities which you can use in uniform, even for the man and the woman. You can WhatsApp or in chat box, you can give me your address and contact detail. I will send you the sample that you can see and feel, and then after we can work together.
Okay, that's great. That's great. Thank you.
It would be best for everyone to leave their contact details on the chat box, so we can get all the information. So we're almost towards the end of our webinar. Would anyone else like to say something?
Yes, it's Upinder Singh from Ludhiana. Actually, we are having a very small unit in Ludhiana, manufacturing all type of dresses, etc. Actually, what I was requesting you to do as an admin, you can incorporate some of the working details for all the participants. Like if we can put in the products that we manufacture, or the job work that we do, plus the sourcing material that we can provide with the contact details, so that everyone can have a look maybe once the meeting is over.
Just to answer that question, Fashionably, we run virtual shows. All our shows are free, and if you want, and like I mentioned, but if you want us to work and get you contacts and business contacts, that's what we do. So as a business, so we have a membership service. We have a membership program happening, and it's a yearly. We have special pricing for Indian companies. I'm going to send it to all of you all on the chat box. And if anyone's interested, our services like this, we organize B2B meetings with direct agents, buyers continuously, and you'll definitely grow your business by getting new inquiries. That's our guarantee, you know. So like I mentioned to you, I mean, obviously this webinar is free. Whatever information you get is on the chat box. You all can connect, but if you want us to connect you and get you more contacts, we were happy to do it. We'll send you information on our membership, you know. So
yes, of course. Actually, in case I would like to just add something more, and in case you can also incorporate some of the services that we can get, maybe like transportation is getting very costly, and if you can have a platform that where the members who are your members, at least if they can brainstorm and find out the economical solutions for transportation of material from one country to another country, or maybe if we can look into some certifications requirement of Europe, maybe US and America, etc. All these countries, they may be having their different standards of certifications for acceptance of any type of material, maybe organic cotton, etc. So there may be is some type of vocabulary for that, that every definition should be there, maybe organic or viscose or whatever. We are having different type of nomenclatures. Maybe in India we call it without any insecticide, pesticide, that is called organic according to me. But it may be that they require some testing certificates, or what requirements are there. If that sort of information is also available with you.
Yeah. So under my understanding, obviously Miss Madhu would be able to give you more information, but I think like usually people go with the GOTS certification. I don't know, Miss Madhu, how would you say about the organic certifications?
You have a lot of certifications even for non-organic materials, because Europe and US will not take materials which are not tested. They want certain test reports to be given to be approved before they can take some material from you. They need all that. There's azotries. There's so many things, which have to be certified and tested before the good, big, reputable houses take. Because that's why, see, India makes there are so many mills, so many people doing the same type of fabric with Zara, Tesco, and all these people are using Mark and Spencer and all, but these Zara people will not go to everybody to buy, because until they have a proper certification on the products used, on the components used, on the fabric used, they will not buy it. So there are certain testing institutes all over India who will test it, give you a certification for that, so then you can use that fabric and the material. And also nowadays, a lot of mills also have their own certificate which they have got from international laboratories. So when you are buying material fabric from those mills, then they're automatically one part of your testing is over. So you cannot, like, until you are doing to small timers who may not require the certification, but all big people, they require audits, they require certifications. There are a lot of they do look huge, but they are not. It becomes part of it. Most of these supplier bases are already well equipped to handle all this. So you should not have a problem on that. But yes, your end product also has to be tested.
So whatever we are sourcing, maybe from locally from India, so that mill that will provide the certification itself, or we have to ask for
it? Depends on no, see, you can't get, supposing, like, let's say you're buying viscose. Now you will have to check, there'll be some customers will have like 10 tests, somebody will have 5, somebody will have 20. So you'll have to see which customer you are catering to, and you will have to go to the suppliers who have got that thing. But it's not just the fabric which is going to count, even your own systems, you will need audits. If you're going to the big timers like the Zaras and the big, like the Deichmann, and there's so many other ones, H&M. So there are certain certifications required. So which will also be part of it. But if you get a mill which is already into those systems, then half your battle is won. You don't have a rejection at the last stage.
Great. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so before we end, would anyone else like to say something? Any words of wisdom? Royal Textile, are you still there? I just want to check if you're still there. Owner of the Dreamcatcher brand. Okay, I don't think he's there. Anyone else would like? Onika, how are you doing?
All right.
So Onika is one of our agents, Fashionablyin agents in North America. And so, I mean, I know she's more, she does more she works more with designer labels, but you know, I was very keen to get her on board to understand more about the fabrics, So what did you think about today's webinar, and what are your inputs?
It's very enlightening, and I'm looking forward to doing collabs with everybody around the globe.
Okay. And anything, what about organic? Like everyone's talking about organic. How important do you feel as a consumer in the American market? Is it becoming very important? What do you feel? Organic, like organic clothing, organic. Is it becoming extremely important? Are people really realizing the difference, and are people willing to pay the difference in the price? That's a question for you, Onika.
Yeah, I mean, basically, a lot of things in America, everybody going organic and natural. You know, they like a lot of natural products, a lot of natural textiles, you know, anything with healthcare, face care, etc. So that's a very popular in America.
Okay, thanks again. Thank you for anyone. So we're just gonna end today's session. Anyone else would like to give their inputs? Ms. Madhu or anyone else, would you like to say something? Any words of wisdom to end today's session with?
Not the words is the wisdom, but yes, we got to be, like I said earlier also, all of us have to be well equipped and get to the path where we know where the world is heading to. So if you are already on that path, we will be winners, because if we just do it when the train is gone, then you can't get onto it. So we know that this is the demand which is brewing, and it is going to be good. So let us all work towards it and achieve it, because we are still late, but we still have time to be able to do it and be a force to reckon with in the market. We are already very good with the summers, and winters is what we are lacking. So I think we all have to move towards that direction, because garment industry is the most polluter in the world.
Yeah.
So we have to be very.
Shafiq, I believe Shafiq wants to say something. Shafiq, sorry, I just realized.
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah,
Please,
it seems like everyone is in the apparel industry. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, everyone seems like here in the apparel industry, we are manufacturing your apparel accessories like leather belts.
So we have a different webinar for leather, and that actually just happened a few weeks ago, but we're going to have it again. So, you know, Fashionablyin, we do different sectors every week. So this particular one is focused on fabrics, but you know, so we'll definitely invite you and definitely get you on for the leather one, which is next. So anyone else about fabrics or any closing words of wisdom? Thank you all for being here. I really appreciate, and I hope that some business and some contacts come from today's webinar. Like I mentioned, we have a special pricing for Indian companies. I mean, there's no need to take our membership or anything, but I'm just, obviously, since we're doing so much of free stuff, we definitely want people to buy our Fashionablyin membership. So I mean, we're doing something great, and we really see good results with all our clients. by getting them new business opportunities, you know. So anyone else would like to say something before we close? And thank you so much for being here with us today.
The American market is a big expansion. I think this is good for the brands because America is a big base with everything, with fashion, textiles, organic, etc.
No, I agree that because everyone I speak to, believe it or not, Anika, I've told you this 100 times before, everyone I speak to, they only say one thing: get me into America, get me in America, because it's right, you know. I mean, that's, if you get the connection in and you have the way in. I know Miss Madhu, you'd probably know more about the American market and the volumes, but
Miss
yes.
Madhu is right. Miss Madhu is right. Basically, what she was saying with the big brands like Zara, Victoria's Secret, etc. She's right. You have to, you know, bring a good quality of clothing for them to accept or even do a collaboration as well.
All right. Thank you so much for being a part of today's session, and I hope that we all connect with each other again soon. Anything else? Anyone else? Okay. Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you. Take care. Bye bye.
Thank you. Take care. Take care.
Bye bye.